Hello, sports fans, and welcome to episode 3 of MrTabarnackles. This is the third episode where we'll be talking about all the new pets which have come in the Shattering, of which there are much more than I originally thought. That's the reason why I've been sort of knocking these videos out at the pace that I have been. You can expect a few more before Cataclysm releases about the pets themselves, because I want to get them all done, all out the way, all covered before Cataclysm hits, and I can concentrate on the stuff which is coming out then. So yeah, let's dive right in again and see what we've got this week. Yeah, so we've got another 4 pets today. There's not so many rare ones this time, but they're all still unique skinned. So don't turn off just yet. Including some very pretty ones and some quite funny ones. So yeah, to start off with the pretty ones, here we have the lovely Kimberly in the shiny pink skin serpent clothes. I think she's fabulous. Look at that. She's a unique skin, and I haven't seen anybody with this serpent in particular. Nobody with serpents anyway, to be honest, which is bizarre, seeing as they have a really nice debuff, 20% armor debuff, which they could apply to an enemy. You can find her in Tanaris, like all the best pets. Around this area, she's not rare, and she sticks out like a big, shiny, pink, scaly thumb with a tail. And she's marvellous. I think she's very pretty. So, easy to tame, easy to find, and don't know what that spell was, but it was bloody cool. So yeah, I recommend this pet for the slitherers, whoever they are. I'll shut up. So yeah, let's go on to the the next pet, which is another wasp. Now you might notice, and you might be sadly disappointed that this wasp is not gargantuan and is in fact normal sized. Although this one is a rare spawn and it's a unique skin, the only tan wasp I believe. You can find her in Silithus, in a cave on the west side. So yeah, you have to go into this sort of hive entrance, which I'm just pointing at here. She is a rare spawn, but because Silithus is so, well, it's been empty basically since it was implemented, so you should be pretty lucky with finding her. Her name's Zora. I think that's a reference to Zelda, although I don't know exactly where from. And she's quite a nice little wasp. And if you take a PvP, she's not going to get instantly hammered like the other one will because it's so big. So possibly a bit better. And look at that stinger, it looks nasty, eh? But yeah, another quite nice wasp there. So let's go on to the next pet. This one, this is a bit of a... this pet is just legendary. This is possibly the greatest pet in game. And a bit of a rock star. Here we go. This is Joe Perry the Seagull. Now these pets aren't rare, they're not hard to get, but they're just fabulous. I mean, look at that beak, look at those beady eyes, look at that face. It's just pure menace. I tell you, if I'm fighting Deathwing when the raid finally comes about, I want this guy up front. This guy will be ducking, diving, weaving, beaking him to death. Yeah, he's going to be brilliant. You can find these guys in Thousand Needles, the bottom area of. I think they're actually quite widespread. There's quite a lot of them flying up high, so you can't tame them, but the ones which you can tame are sort of hovering by these turtles. No doubt looking for some tasty morsels which the turtles have left behind on their quest for kelp, or whatever turtles eat. Something like that, I'm sure. But yeah, he's brilliant. I named this one Joe Perry after the lead guitarist of Aerosmith. Of course, right? I mean, who doesn't want a seagull named Joe Perry? There's just something funny about seagulls with regular names, like people names. I don't know. So yeah, let's go on to our final pet of today, and as always, my favourite one of the show. So yeah, let's go straight onto it. Look at this. Now, I've never been a fan of turtles purely because they looked bunk. This one, however, is a brand new model. Got such a lovely face, really nice shell, nice colours, really pretty model. So I actually really like this one. And you get 100,000 points, 100,000 tabernacle points, if you can guess the reference of the name Mauler, which I've called it. So yeah, you can find this. This is actually a boss in Black Fathom Deeps, which is on the western coast of Ashenvale. And she's really easy to tame. Level 25, so you can get a quite low level. I'll just show you the route that I take through the instance. She's basically the first boss. It's called Ghamoo-ra, so it might be a she, might not be a she. It's up to you. But this is the old turtle model, which looks, I think you'll agree, rather pooey. And then this one, look at that. I especially am a big fan of the seaweedy trim and beard. I think it looks great. So yeah, this pet is a tenacity pet, and it's probably the best pet for solo tanking anything because of the spell Shell Shield, which reduces damage by 50% on a 45-second cooldown or something, and it stacks with Cower in some way. I'm not sure it's a full stack, but something. So yeah, really, really good for solo tanking. I'll actually be covering that in another video, possibly by the end of the week, about solo tanking, extreme tanking and specs, what pet to choose, etc. That's basically it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as the previous ones. Come again in a few days' time where I'll have another video up with some more pets. So yeah, I'll see you all. What the devil? What's going on? Look at these kids. Hooligans. Ah! You've ruined my video. You're a terrible, terrible cow and a senseless lover. Senseless or shelter? I don't know. But see you next week. Oh, what are you doing? Leave him alone. Oh, he's just doing his job. A horrible man, cow.